Let me see if I can explain this to you. Most hair colors use, when you buy a hair color, they use coal tar base. Do you know anything about hair coloring, Robin?
No. Coal tar base?
They use coal tar base, ammonia, and very harsh dyes.
Ooh.
Which are which are bad.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
They're bad for the person putting them on their head, and they're bad for the environment. Not that you care about the environment.
So you're even talking about hair color in a salon.
That's right. Now, there is a way to color your hair without tar base, ammonia, and harsh dyes. I've had my hair colored. It stinks because of all those, and it's harsh. And you know you're doing something bad to your body.
You're stripping your hair.
But not if you use Cellophanes Plus Color Shines. Cellophanes Plus Color Shines has no peroxide, no ammonia, no alcohol, and no harsh dyes.
Now, does it change the color of your hair?
I didn't say that. Of course it changes the color of your hair, Robin. It gives you incredible shine as well.
Oh.
An astounding 80% of the people in this United States are brunette. Now, Cellophanes Plus Color Shines was made to color those brunettes. They even have clear for blondes. All will give the hair incredible shine and a beautiful feeling. 30% of today's consumers color their hair at home. Why, Robin? Why do people color their hair at home?
I don't know. Why do they do that?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says the question. I don't know what this is saying. All I know is that Cellophanes Plus Color Shines are environmentally friendly, biodegradable, mistake-proof. It's for everyone. And it will leave your hair with incredible shine, feeling, and beautiful. Now, you want a salon near you that sells Sebastian Cellophanes Plus Color Shines?
Well, that would be helpful.
Fred, get the gun so I can shoot myself. For the salon nearest you, call 800-724-HAIR. 800-724-HAIR. All right? I love Sebastian products. I have always loved them.
They're excellent.
I can't explain them, but I love them. Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Martling. This Sunday, April 21st at the Eastside Comedy Club in Huntington on Long Island. For information, dial 516-922-WINE. Next Thursday, April 25th, New York Comedy Loft in Nanuet, New York. It's Stumpy the Joke Man.
I'm almost sure he was a virgin at birth.
Jokey? That's about all you can be sure.
I don't know how far after that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, now on our satellite line to Los Angeles. This is the first time we're using
new
this.
Satellite hookup.
I just cut the cheese, Gary, so...
Here's what Dice is promoting.
Dice is promoting a new record album.
Well, we previewed it, yeah?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me get this all set up. Now, I got to remember how to do this. Let's see if I can do this. All right, you hit Westwood 1. Oh, no, I don't have to do that. Okay. You hit this. That'll be Dice. Then I hit that. Hey, Dice. Oh, wait. Dice? Gee, this is working real well, Scott. Dice?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
There's a little bounce, a little echo.
Who am I talking to?
Who you talking to? This is Scott the engineer.
We're going to hook you up to Howard in a few minutes.
Okay.
We're going to hook you up to that jerk, Howard, in a couple of minutes.
I hear you.
Oh, wait. Hey, now he sounds better.
Yeah, I just...
Now, how come you hear Dice? How come you hear him echoing? How come you hear me?
Satellite.
Howard, is this you?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, wait a second, Dice. Now, why do I hear me in the background?
Well, you hear? The whole thing is...
Dice is
we're
going to
over
explain.
here. Yeah.
Dice is explaining. I'm asking Scott, but Dice seems to know. No,
We're
seriously.
over there, you fella. We're sitting here. It's 4 a.m. We're eating a little of this here Tibet food, you fella.
Yeah, Tibet.
And I'm talking to you. I don't even know where I am.
You like Tibet food?
You know, it's got spice to it. You hear?
What, do you follow that Dalai Lama?
Yeah. Now, Dice.
Yeah. How are you?
You know what they said from Westwood One? They said, "Hey, we can get people on the satellite, and you don't even have to tell. You don't have to tell your audience they're on satellite. You can pretend they're in the studio
pretend
with
they're
you."
in the studio.
Yeah, and I go, "Wait a second. I know there's no way. Aren't you going to call like other stations too, and you're going to pretend you're in the studio with them?"
No, I don't do that. Never did. Know what I mean?
You're lucky because it's not going to work. There's no way.
No. No, this is all live.
Yeah, this is like a phone conversation.
But you're not here.
Well, I'm not.
Who's
Am
there
I
with you?
supposed to actually be sitting there with you?
Yeah.
All right, well,
what
here
they
I am.
told us.
Hey, Howard, you look good.
Hey, Dice, who's there with you? Hot Tub Johnny West?
No, I got over here to my left. You hear?
Yeah.
Is Noodles.
Hi,
You hear?
Noodles. Hey, I know Noodles.
And to my right is Rick Rubin. You follow?
Oh, Rick.
Rick is there.
Hey, let me speak to Rick for a second.
What's up?
Hey, Rick.
Yeah.
So, still got that long beard?
Yes, I do.
Rick is this
That is
guy.
a complete falsehood.
Rick is this guy. That long beard?
Yes, I do.
Rick is this
That is
guy.
a complete falsehood.
Rick is this guy who,
Young guy.
young guy. Listen to this, girls. I mean, Dice would be a good catch, but Rick would be better, I think, in some way. You think Rick's richer than you, Dice?
I think he has saved his pennies.
Yeah. So, okay, Rick is this guy who decided to start a record label. Do I have this right, Robin?
I guess.
Well, it's not that difficult to follow.
Right.
You hear?
All right. So he starts a record label, and then he started bragging to me that he made $90 million for Warner Brothers by starting this. What's the name of his record label again?
Deaf American, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Very good.
Right.
2 out of 2.
Hey, I'm on a roll.
So he starts.
Quivers, you sound good.
So he starts a record label, which is fine. Dice, you still smoking back there?
Yeah.
I hear it.
You hear that?
But yesterday on Oprah, I found out that it doesn't do anything to you.
What, smoking? Yeah. Is that
You know,
right?
they had this cigarette expert, right, R.J. Reynolds guy,
Yeah.
on the show, and he was like, they say, but nobody knows for sure that
Right.
cigarettes cause cancer.
Yeah. So, what is it, Gary?
Didn't Rick originally start Def Jam Records?
Yeah, but I wasn't going to go into all
Oh, okay,
that.
'cause
I don't
he-
want to
Yeah.
go into the history of Rick Rubin.
Just because he sold it for
Well,
a
he
lot
was
of money.
born in a
Yeah.
log cabin.
Yeah.
Okay?
Didn't he originally grow up in a log cabin?
No, but the point is he sold it for a lot of money and then started a new label with all new people.
Right. So, okay. Thank you, Gary. All right.
Our
I wanna-
historian.
We want to make sure that comes off well. Now, we want to make sure the whole story of Rick Rubin is told during Dice's interview.
It's all in the book.
Yeah. So anyway, Rick's not like a real good-looking guy. So, right, Dice?
Well, Rick, he has a quality about him.
Yeah. But
You follow?
Okay. So,
Quality you can't see across
He
the
gets a
room.
lot of good-looking chicks, I'll tell you that.
yeah, well, of course he got his own. Hey, ask him if he ever did Kari from MTV.
No, I didn't. I already checked with him on that one.
No, come on.
Rick, did you ever do her?
No, we're just good friends.
Is that true?
That's what I think.
Okay, so he starts his own record label, and he
All
makes
right.
what was it? You made like $90 million for Warner Brothers
For CBS, yeah.
for CBS.
Yeah.
$90 million.
How much of it did they let you keep?
Yeah, how much do you get to keep if you make $90 million?
You get some of it.
So then Rick comes up to me and goes, "Hey, if you ever do a TV show, I'll be the guy on your TV show. I'll run your whole TV show." So I said, "Rick, what do you know about TV?"
What do I know about records?
Yeah, you didn't know anything about that.
Well, that's what he said to me. He says, "I didn't know anything about records, and look how much money I made." I go, "Yeah, but I'm not going to hire you. I mean, I'm not going to. What do you mean you're going to do my TV show? You've never done any TV. You're
Yeah,
as
but
bad
he's
as
done movies.
He's as bad as the guy at Channel 9. What movie did he do?
He did, what was the name of that movie, Rick?
Tougher than leather.
Tougher Than Leather.
Oh, great movie.
Oh, was that the Run DMC movie?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, oh, great, Rick.
yeah, but the
You know.
point is, he did it. He said he was going to do it. He did it. You
Yeah.
hear?
He still doesn't know movies.
Yeah, tell him to do me a favor. Tell him to keep doing it, but not for me.
All right.
All right, now Dice has come out with a new record.
You
Now,
follow?
Yeah. Now, Dice, live at Madison Square Garden. Everybody knows that Hey, Dice, I listened to the record. The comedy portion of the record is brilliant.
All right,
Now,
good.
what is that to say, Howard? You're
No, I want to know what's with the music. Why is every comedian with the music now? Even Dice is with the music.
It was all Robert Santa's idea.
Who's he?
He wrote the song.
Which one?
There's only one song on it.
Oh,
Bad
Gary.
Boy from Brooklyn or
Yeah,
something?
Bad Boy from
Bad
Brooklyn.
Boy.
Brooklyn Bad Boy, okay.
Yeah, we did it like as a goof, just for fun type of thing.
Oh, all right.
You know what I mean?
I just don't want you becoming a rock star.
No video.
I don't have to be.
Yeah, there's not going to be a video, is there?
It's only in the movie, at the beginning of the movie.
All right. See, Dice is going to get carried away and start
Yeah.
with that rock star stuff.
No, I'm not into that stuff.
Record's very funny, by the way. And now it's
Thank
just
you.
produced by Rick Rubin. So what did Rick do? He just...
Well, we figured since, the other one didn't have any jokes,
Yeah.
the last one,
Yeah.
we'd fill this one up.
With jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
But what did Rick do?
Rick, he turned on the tape recorder,
That's
and
what
he
I
laughed.
thought. Good.
So who you been hanging around with? Any celebrities?
It's not just the garden. There were two different things on there.
Hey, Dice, do what you do, like, on the phone with me when, you tell me about all the celebrities. Dice is always bragging because he meets a lot of celebrities.
Well, see, he was hanging out. I remember his Stallone period.
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
still
that
with
hasn't
him?
ended.
That hasn't ended, okay.
Yeah.
No.
It was kind of weird the other night. I was watching a rerun of our TV show, and it was the one where Kinnison comes on, and I'm bad-mouthing Dice because I
Oh,
was at war with
yeah,
Dice.
yeah.
And I said, hey, we ought to get rid of that show because I'm friendly with the guy now. That's kind of embarrassing.
Let's bury that.
You know what I'm talking about, Dice? When we had the war.
Yeah.
But that's over with now.
Why? It was going so well.
It was actually kind of fun.
I had a good time with it.
Yeah. So the thing is, you're in Los Angeles now, right? I mean, you're living there now.
Well, yeah.
All right. And who are you hanging with? Sylvester Stallone?
Well, a lot with noodles lately.
Yeah. No, come on. Who are you hanging with?
The list just goes on and on, Howard. You know that.
Yeah. And what's going on with films and stuff? Because, like, everyone was giving Dice a hard time with films.
No, we're breaking back in.
You're breaking back in? You got
Yeah.
something lined up?
Yeah.
What do you got lined up?
A Universal movie.
Oh, so you got rid of those Fox people.
Yeah, we're done with them now with Universal.
Good.
Yeah. And a new Dice movie will be coming out.
Yeah.
Where
Is this a concert film or a movie?
No, a regular movie.
regular movie?
Yeah. We're going to do it after the summer.
You need a script?
First,
How
I gotta
is
go
there
on
gonna be
tour.
a screenplay?
You need a script? I was writing a screenplay on my
No, we
week
got
off.
the script.
What's this one about? Run it by me.
I don't know.
Well, you know.
You know-
Well, you don't know. You know.
It's called Comic and the Con Man. You follow?
Yeah, and you're the comic.
No, I'm the con.
You're the con man. Is it
Yeah.
called Comic and the Con Man? It's not
Comic
called-
and the Con.
He's lying.
No,
He's
I'm not.
making this up?
Are you making
Not
this
making
up?
it up. No, come on.
And who's going to direct it? That jerk?
What jerk?
The one that made me sit there and read for him while he was on the telephone.
No, what do I got to work every film with him now?
Yeah, good. Don't use him.
No, we don't know who the director is yet. Different studio, different action all around, you hear?
That guy. I hate that guy. He ruined you. Stupid jerk. That guy.
Nobody ruins Dice. The quality still stands out.
Well, anyway, let me get this straight, Dice.
Yeah,
So,
good.
okay. Who are you hanging with? Sylvester Stallone?
I saw Stallone. I saw Schwarzenegger the
No,
other day.
where do you see these guys?
At a joint over there at Giuseppe Franco's.
Oh, you hang
you
out with
go
him.
so you see Mickey Rourke and all those guys.
Yeah, Mickey's around. Who else? We saw Tony Curtis the other day.
Yeah.
You know,
He looks
hanging
good.
with him a little.
With Tony Curtis?
Yeah,
You and him?
yeah.
And you get
Having
along
a
with
little
him?
cappuccino,
Yeah.
talking about Spartacus.
Spartacus?
Yeah, because, Kirk came by. Kirk Douglas.
Yeah.
And I said, Kirk, how you doing? He said, I'm feeling pretty good.
All right, now listen, Dice.
Yeah.
The new album is called Live at Madison Square Garden. Dice Rules.
And other joints.
And there's 40 tracks.
Well, we did another place, too, you hear? I hear you.
And then there's,
follow?
yeah. And then there's stuff about handicaps and cripples.
Yeah, we covered that on this one.
All right. Birds, phone sex. Japs. Japs meaning Jewish girls or Japanese?
Who remembers?
All right. There's a bit about a urinal.
Yeah. Well, that's important in my
You
kind
have
of
to have
comedy.
that on every album.
What other bits? Name somebody.
Fat orgasms. What's that? You
That-
talk about doing
fat
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 chicks.
girls are good, yes.
Horse meat types.
Oh,
Then there's a whole section on black chicks.
There's nothing like a black woman. You know that, Howard.
How would I know that? You've never had a black woman.
Quivers, is that the truth?
I've never had a black woman.
Oh, come on.
Have you ever had a black woman? You have never had a. You have never had a
I'm
black
done
woman.
with Whitey.
Oh, stop it, Dice.
I'm telling you something. I've had it with them.
You're now. I know you're
So
lying.
what's so
Number
good
one,
about
Hal,
black women?
Let me
Man, what is
explain
good about
something.
black women?
Let me explain. Well, you want me to explain it?
Explain
Yeah.
it.
All right, like I've been comparing the two over there.
Guys,
Maybe
hey,
you shouldn't explain.
no, wait a second. Wait a second, Dice.
No, you know
Dice,
what I'm
wait a second.
talking
Hold on.
about.
Wait a second, Dice.
They
No,
got
here's a
those
guy I
big
talked to.
friggin'
Here is a. Hey, wait a second. Hold on.
Calm down.
This is an
You know what I'm
MTV.
talking
Hey,
about.
hey, calm down. Now wait a second. You know I'm in enough trouble with the FCC. Would you calm down?
Dick Clark's listening. Be,
What,
be-
Now you see how I had to hit the delay on Dice?
Yes.
That's what Crucified by the FCC is about. Never mind
Right.
Dice's album. What about mine?
All right, bosoms.
All right, bosoms. Hey,
Yes.
give me a break, man. You know I'm in trouble with the government.
Well, I didn't think that word was bad. That's why I said it.
Every time those words go on, it costs the radio station $180,000 to file.
What, didn't you ever hear the expression tit for tat?
Well,
that
that's
you could
okay.
say.
That's
All right, now
okay.
calm
All right,
down.
so they come out here, they get those fake tit for tats put on, right?
No, talk about black women. I mean,
I'm trying
all
to
right, look.
explain something.
Hey, anyway, buy Dice's new album,
Oh,
everybody.
my God.
Now,
you don't wanna know
Dice,
about
tell
the
me
black
why
shit.
black women. But this is radio. This is radio.
What do you wanna know?
I want to know why black women are good without the.
Yeah,
Without that
you know,
word.
dress it up
I'm
for
trying
us.
to
You know how to play by the rules. You know, this is Dice. He gets me on the phone in private. Goes, I know how to play by the rules.
So do
Well,
it for us now.
Well, I'm trying to explain something to you over here.
All right.
You know what I mean? It's like the white chicks. They got the paper-thin lips. That's
All right,
number
go
one.
ahead. All right. You like a girl with
You know
big
what I mean?
lips.
Well, you know, you need big lips. I mean, black women, they could suck a tennis ball through a tennis racket. It don't mean nothing to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, white chicks, they got to wear those G-strings just to accent whatever they got down there.
Yeah, you know, he's
Black women don't have to do that.
he's not telling the truth. I know he likes white women.
He's with white
I
women.
am
I've never
done
seen
with
him
the
with
whites.
a black
We met
woman.
him. We might.
completely done with white people.
Have you ever slept? Have you ever slept with a black woman? Have you ever slept with a black woman?
Who sleeps with them?
Who could sleep when you're with a black?
Hey, tell Noodles to shut up.
It's the
Noodles.
truth.
All of a
I
sudden,
mean,
Noodles has a
Noodles
personality.
is the
All
right
action.
material.
Yeah.
You know when I gave
Noodles
up on
has
whites?
material. Noodles,
when I
Noodles
gave
is
up
now
on
a
white-
Noodles is now opening for
Well, he
Andrew Dice
worked on
Clay.
a few things
Yeah.
before
You
this.
tell Noodles I'm going to smack him in his head if I see him. You tell him to
Listen
shut
to
up
me,
back
don't
there.
talk, Noodles.
Noodles.
You know when I gave up on the white people?
Noodles.
When I went to this disco a few weeks ago?
How come
Yeah?
Hot Tub Johnny isn't with you? Why is Noodles with you?
Hot tub's over there,
Where? In New York?
where you are.
Why,
Oh,
and, why,
yes.
and why does Noodles get to hang out with you? What is he doing for you?
He's Noodles.
Yeah, but what does
doesn't
he
have
do?
to do anything.
You're paying him?
To hang out with me?
No, I mean, is he one of your entourage?
Well, Noodles, he's my opening act.
Dice has.
He's in,
Oh, he is? He's a comedian?
yeah, he's in the movie. He's a good
Oh, all
friend. He
right,
grew
okay.
up in the Bay.
All right. But he's a comedian.
Yes, he's a comedian.
He makes a living on his
he's
own.
a plumber, and he opens up for me. What
He
are we
doesn't
talking
make-
about?
he doesn't make a living-
How far you want to take this thing over here?
He doesn't make a living just hanging around with you, like
No.
Hot Tub Johnny.
No.
Okay, all right.
I resent that.
All right.
So anyway, what was I talking about? Whitey?
Yeah, you gave up white people a couple
Oh,
weeks
yeah, I
ago.
walked
at the
Hey,
into
what's
disco.
this
Rick?
disco.
And what about Rick?
I
What's
walked into this-
what's Rick Rubin doing? Black women or white women? lately?
I don't know. He don't talk.
Ask Rick
You know,
what he's been doing lately.
Rick,
Hey, Rick.
you want to answer that question?
Hey, Rick, what
No,
happened?
He's waving it off. He's waving it off. He
Ask
don't wanna
Rick what
talk.
happened to that record contract he offered that girl from MTV. Is he going to put
Yeah,
out that
where's
record?
the record?
Where's the record?
No, they're gonna do a record.
They are?
How long does it take?
It takes time.
Rick, how much time does it take?
If you want it to be good,
Yeah.
I mean,
Take
come
some
on.
time.
She left how many years ago?
Hey, Dice, how do you work the whole deal with Rick? When you put out a record album, what does he do? He has to pay up front?
What happens when you work? When you go to the TV
All right, I'm
studio
just
to
asking
do
you
your
something.
show?
Yeah, they pay me.
Look, we're hardly in show
Did they
business.
pay
We
you
want to know
before
what
you do
it's
the show?
really
Hey,
like.
Dice, I'm not in this kind of show business. I'm asking questions. I'm trying
Come
to
on,
learn
you're a
something.
TV star now.
No,
What are
I'm
we
not. I'm
talking
trying to
about?
learn something. There's no such thing as TV at WWOR. Trust me on
You're a
that.
TV. I saw you the other night with the whole Frankenstein thing over there.
Yeah, and
With Al Lewis.
yeah,
You follow?
yeah, yeah. I was in a
Yeah.
dress. Yeah. Oh, what's the
And I
matter,
was eating
Noodles?
some of that there Tibet food.
You don't like Tibet food, do you?
Well, I eat it.
You don't like the Tibetan people, though, do you?
I like how it sounds.
So you make a deal with Rick, and then he pays you a portion, and then you get a percentage of the profits.
I don't know. I never see any money from him, so what's the difference?
I mean, your last couple of albums sold millions of copies.
You know how Rick works? Let me explain, just to get it out of the way.
Right.
Rick says, let's do an album, and
Yeah.
after we do it, I say, where's the money? He goes, I forgot it.
No, he
I'll
says
give it to you
he says,
tomorrow."
oh no, it didn't make any money.
No, Rick's not like that.
And he paid you your did he paid you your money from the last couple of albums?
Of course.
You had no arguments with him over money.
We always argue.
And what does he do? He gives you, like, let's say you sell 10 million records. He gives you what, like $1 for each
He
record?
gives me $10 million.
$1 on each record.
Yeah, why not? He's generous like that.
Dice is being very casual here.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to discuss this business with
I
you
see.
over the phone.
All right.
Here.
Howie.
This is satellite, Robin. It's not phone.
Oh, yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah. This is the weirdest thing, man, interviewing a guy on a satellite.
Yeah, because I'm trying
I know,
to picture him.
I'm trying to picture
I
what's
don't
going
go
on.
for this. Look, Howard,
Yeah.
now you know that I would love to stay on here for, I don't know, more time.
Right.
You follow?
Yeah, but you got other stations. I know.
But they're telling me over there, you hear?
Yeah.
To, over here to wrap it up with the whole thing, but, you know.
All right. So listen,
And
Dice.
now,
Good luck with the new album live at
I wish
Madison.
I didn't have to hang up. You hear?
I know.
You know, because I haven't talked to you in a while over there. You hear?
Yeah, how come you haven't called me at
I
my
was going
house?
to say, he doesn't call you anymore, huh?
No, we haven't spoken
I
in a
spoke-
while.
I spoke to you, when, like a month ago?
A month ago we spoke.
Oh,
We
that's
did
not
some
too
baby
long
calls.
We did some phony phone calls with each
We
other.
got to do some more baby calls.
Yeah, that's what we did. We did phony phone calls for a whole night, and then we spoke a couple of weeks later, and I don't know. Dice had a lot of things going on in his career. He was telling me about, but obviously he's not telling them here because he's keeping them secret.
I don't keep nothing secret. I mean, you're, you know, I called to just rap, you know.
I got you. Anyway,
You know,
so
I mean,
everyone go buy the new CD. It's called Dice Live at Madison Square Garden. All new material.
and other joints.
And it's all here on Def. It's all here
How
on
come
Def.
you don't say that part?
Is that on the title?
It doesn't say that.
Doesn't it say in other joints?
No.
Yeah, Jernt's.
No, it doesn't say that.
You follow?
It doesn't say
You
that.
hear me? No.
All right, Dice. I'll speak to you later.
All right, I'll call you.
All right, Dice.
Take care, Howard.
Andrew Dice
Take care,
Clay,
Quivers.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
There he goes.
I'll
Andrew
talk to you soon.
All right, take care. We can actually listen in on Dice throughout the morning as he talks to
Oh,
other
yeah?
stations.
We can hear him talking to the other people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
See how they do. That's really kind of weird interviewing a guy on a satellite.
Yeah. Especially a guy you know.
Yeah, I thought that went all right, but when he's here, I can get him to fess up a little more. I can look him in the eye and say, stop lying.
Yeah, see, because he's looking at Rick Rubin and
Yeah.
Noodles.
Noodles. Yeah, forget about Rick Rubin and Noodles. I would take Rick Rubin and Noodles and throw them out of the room.
What do they need to be there for?
Yeah, they're the audience. That's what happens, you know? Like Rick Rubin's sitting there, and Rick Rubin doesn't laugh or smile. I've done shows in Los Angeles in front of Rick Rubin, and you don't keep Rick Rubin in front of you when you're working, because Rick Rubin's, you know, he's one of these pompous guys that sits there. Yeah, you know, I could do a TV show. I could produce a TV show. Have you ever done it before? No.
He thinks he's a genius.
Yeah, he thinks he's one of those guys who's not a genius, and he thinks he's a genius.
Oh, he just looks at a thing and says, I think I could do that.
Yeah. And he's calling my house and talking to me like, as soon as you line up a deal, make me the executive producer. I go, what? Do I look like I'm insane? Please, if I want someone with no experience, I can go to WOR. You don't know. I had a TV
He's
meeting
pretty
yesterday.
funny.
You know, we had it. We're not even clear if the TV show's coming back, but we had a TV meeting yesterday. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You hear? So, you follow?
You follow?
You follow?
You follow?
Dice called me one night. He goes, I got a new thing, man.
I know. He gets into these words.
Every time I say you hear, there's a guy behind me who just says, you hear. He goes, I hear. I said, okay, let's try it. You hear? And then Fred would go, I hear. No, Jackie, do it. You hear?
I hear you.
Yeah, there you go.
But then you got to carry a guy around with you all
Yeah,
the time.
well, that's why Noodles is there. You hear?
I hear you.
Wait, let's see if we can hear him.
Yeah, I know, and now I got a rash under my you-know-what. You know what I'm talking? You want to talk about problems. I mean, how far you want to take this thing with the bald girl and the dunce that quit the show? I mean, you know. How far you want to push it? No, she's doing all right.
She
I
can't-
actually like her.
We can't hear the DJ.
You can't hear the DJ.
We can just hear Dice.
And then she pulled up her pants.
Like, who's that guy? How come they're laughing
Now
on
all of a sudden they got a zoo thing
Noodles.
going.
Noodles.
Really? Well, Dice is coming. I haven't talked to them recently because I changed my number.
Who's he talking about?
I have no idea. This is the
That's a
weirdest
weird
interview.
He's going around the country on satellite. He's got about 25 stations he's doing. Each one gets 5 minutes. We got a half hour. We're special.
Yeah, but, you know, they immediately start asking the Sinead O'Connor, Nora Dunn story.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, that's old news.
Oh, is that what's
I'm
going
over
on?
here. You hear?
I hear you.
There it is. You hear? You hear? You hear? Yeah, he was telling me about that on the phone. I go, I don't know, Dice.
New
I had to-
routine.
I have to hear it. So, what was I telling? So I had a TV. Do I have to take a break, Fred?
You do.
All right. As soon as we get back from the break, ask me about the TV meeting
Okay,
yesterday.
all right.
My head almost exploded. You guys could tell I was pretty irritated, huh?
Yeah.
Jackie was like, Jackie knew to keep quiet. But Fred's always quiet, so it didn't matter. You could tell I was pretty irritated, huh, Fred?
Absolutely.
You're being a little irrational.
No patience.
Yeah, a little irrational.
Well, I was right.
You were
what do you mean?
being
Wait a second.
irrational?
Excuse me, irrational.
Oh, you were a
Is
little
that
bit
proper?
irrational. Yeah. Well,
I
not
have
so
to
much in
hear
the TV
about that.
meeting. No, when we do the commercial.
All right. Okay. No, irrational. You
That's,
tell.
you
I
know
will.
what?
So no,
I will
stop.
have to hear his explanation of that term.
I will explain to you what happened in that room, and you tell me if I was being irrational.
Okay.
Okay? You hear?
I hear you.
You hear me?
I hear you.
You can't play that one, believe me.
Hey, listen, everybody.
Wouldn't remember it.
Is this Nutrisystem? Oh, okay. Hey, Nutrisystem. I'm going to say something here. If you're a woman, I'm going to address this one to the women. I'm going to do the men later. If you are a woman and you've been whining and crying lately that you can't get a man, that you got a sloppy extra 15, 20 pounds on you and it's hanging over your belt and you don't look good in your pants and no guy's looking at you, I am telling you as a man, no guy wants to look at a woman with a couple of extra pounds on her.
Is the only reason to lose weight to get a man?
If your social life blows, it's got to be your body. Because even if you got a pretty bad face, if you got a nice body and you can wrap it in some tight jeans and some big breasts,
Guys will go for it.
guys will go for it. I know that. I know I'll go for it. I'll go for it every time. You set the trap with big breasts and tight jeans, and I'm there. I'm telling you, I know it sounds crass, and this is probably why I get a bad rap from women's groups, but I am telling you how guys think.
But suppose they've already got a guy.
right.
Just let it go to hell then.
Yeah, and if you got a guy, the guy's going to be cheating on you if you let it go. Hey, my wife always says to me, you know, I'm thinking about having another baby. I said, listen, I think I've had it with that. I like you nice and thin. I don't like putting up with your pregnancies.
Oh, Howard.
I like you thin. I like
I thought
showing
you
you
liked
off.
the whole family thing.
I was proud when I had her on the TV show and she looked nice.
Well, she'll look nice again, don't you think?
I don't know if she could recover from a third.
Oh, stop.
I just don't know.
Oh, you're terrible.
That's a really big variable. 1 or 2, maybe you can whip yourself back into shape. But after 3, I don't see too many women getting back into their old selves. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
I hear you.
All right.
I mean, you know, I've slept with a lot of the whiteys.
Oh, he's doing it
Here
for
he
them.
goes
And,
again.
I've
The
just
whiteys. Here he goes.
All of a sudden he's
you know,
black.
just that
Yeah.
voices alone on
Yeah.
a white chick, those grating voices that make the bubbles in your belly just burst, you know?
Oh, give it to me.
Oh, but here we go, huh? And look at the guy Noodles laughing
Hey,
at
but
everything.
wait a minute. He cleaned it up for them.
Yeah, oh yeah, me, I get the T word.
She'll make up the room for you, you hear?
Oh, the black one. Oh, boy. All right, anyway, Nutrisystem. The point I am making is this really works. I swear to God, I swear on my life this thing works. Everyone I know who does it loses all of the weight they want to lose.
That's right.
I'm not lying here. You hear? Celebrate National Weight Loss Month with Nutrisystem.
Oh, is it National Weight Loss Month?
Have dinner on Nutrisystem, Robin. How the hell would I know? I think they made that up between you and me. Get a Nutrisystem dinner entree free when you complete a complimentary NutriData consultation. Would you call right now? You will be thin for the summer. Do you want to be thin?
It's coming.
It works. Tell them, Robin, it works.
Summer is coming.
1-800-321-THIN. There's a right way to lose weight. Nutrisystem.
At 92.3 K-Rock, we continue to prove that our music marathons are the...
He says Todd Bridges is staying at the same hotel as Danny.
The only reason we know that is because the couple, the Virgin,
Yeah.
they're staying at that hotel too.
So they saw Danny and Todd Bridges?
Last night, yeah.
Now, wait a minute. The Virgin couple is staying in the same hotel room right now?
No, not the same hotel room, the same hotel. In other words,
separate rooms, I hope.
I don't know. You know, you should have asked about that. They drove up from wherever they were down in South Jersey.
Yeah.
And they knew they had to be here so early. They rented a hotel.
Yeah.
And they said in the lobby last night they saw Danny Bonaducci yelling at the producer, I guess now of the Today Show, trying to get him to pay for the room.
Yeah.
And they saw Todd Bridges hanging around.
Oh, what a life.
They said
See, hey, call Todd Bridges' room, see if he'll come on the air with us.
okay.
You know, because you watch Different Strokes now.
Hey, do it from over there. I don't care. You don't have to go in another room.
And you just wonder, you know, just when you'll hear about these kids again.
How did Todd Bridges get off anyway? Didn't he?
Good lawyer.
I tell you, who's his attorney? Why isn't he working for me?
But you look at a little cute little Arnold with the chipmunk cheeks, and then you think about him roaming around the desert now, carrying a gun and watching toy trains and trying to smell women's feet.
Oh, you got him?
Well, they're connecting.
Todd Bridges.
And Todd with his cocaine problems, and Dana Plato with her...
robbing, what was it? She
Hi,
robbed
Todd. How you doing,
like
Todd? My name's Gary Delabate. I'm calling from the Howard Stern radio show. We're not on the air right now. I was wondering if you would come on.
Tell him to come on the air with us.
If you would come on the air with us, Howard Stern's a radio personality in New York and Washington and Philly. Would you come on the air with us for a few moments? Just for a couple seconds.
Yeah, cool.
Okay? All right, hold on, Todd.
Hey, Todd. Todd, you there? You here? Todd, you there? Oh. Todd, you there?
Hello?
Todd.
Yes.
It's Howard Stern.
Good morning, Howard Stern.
We're on the air. Hey, you ever hear me?
Yes.
All right.
How'd he hear of us?
Yeah, how'd you hear about us?
Well, when I come to New York, I say I'm coming to hear about Howard Stern.
Really? No kid. Are you
Is that
putting me
for
on?
real, or are you just putting us
Or
on?
are you just being nice?
I'm being nice.
You never heard our show?
No, well, I don't get a chance to come to New York that often.
You never saw my TV show out in L.A.?
Did you really have one out in L.A.?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's on at 1 in the morning. sort of on it in L.A. Well, our radio show's coming to L.A. pretty soon.
No, I've heard you before through a couple other people, so.
Hey, is Danny Bonaducci in the room with you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, no, because he's staying at your hotel.
Look in the
As far as I
closet.
know.
Look in the closet. He might be in there naked. According to what I read. I'm not kidding. Hey, so what do you do? You're doing some TV show with Brian Gumbel?
Yeah.
You did it too, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I don't understand your story, seriously. I don't get it. You know, we had Dana Plato on a couple of months ago.
When she did that Playboy thing.
Yeah, we got friendly with her, and then I think that show you did was cursed at Different Strokes. That's my thing. That's my theory.
No, it wasn't.
It was cursed, I'm telling you.
No.
Look at Conrad Bain. You never hear from him anymore.
I was like, where's he while all this?
Yeah, right. Where is
I've
that guy?
talked to him. He's doing good. He's just staying out of the thing, man. He doesn't want to be a part of it, which I don't blame him. And that's, I've also decided that a lot of shows, certain shows I'm going to do now, and certain shows I'm not.
Yeah, you're smart.
Because, everybody gets in trouble and they bring my name up. It's the first thing they do.
Yeah, right.
Your picture shows up every time they do one of these.
You can't get a break.
Well, and the bad part about it is I haven't been in trouble in a year and a half. And I've been, so...
Hey, you must have had some attorney, though, because the press was frying you. I thought you were going to go away forever.
Well, that's because the press makes things out to be something they're not.
Hey, you know what I can't figure out is this Dana Plato. I got to tell you. Because, okay, she was down on her luck, right? Walk me through this. She's down on her luck.
Yeah.
Okay, she's working in a laundromat. All right? Okay. Hey, listen, it's honorable work. She
not
didn't
stealing.
She's not stealing, and she didn't save. Look, she didn't save up her different strokes money, right?
Well, remember her mother got sick, so she had
Yeah.
to pay a lot of medical bills or something.
And she's real sweet and everything. I think she's sweet. Did you get along with her?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's like a real nice girl.
Yeah.
So, okay, she goes in and allegedly robs some place.
Well, yes. Tell me how you keep losing jobs in, like, cleaning stores.
No, but wait a second. Never mind that.
You know, she got fired from a couple of them.
Listen to you guys.
Yeah, all right, but wait a second. Wait, walk me through this. If you're going to knock off a store... What
Do
was
it in your not in your neighborhood?
No, it was. I think she was robbing the place. The place had I think she was robbing for like $15 or something. No, how much? What did the paper say? It was like $100 bucks.
Trying to think. She got whatever they had, but it was a video store. Remember?
It was a video
and it
store.
was Thursday morning.
How much cash could they keep in a video store? They got to rent each movie for $1. I mean, what kind of thing is that?
$1.19 overnight.
You're going to use your brains. You go and you rent. You rob a liquor store.
Or the video store at the end of the weekend.
Right.
But
Not
still
on a
breaking
Thursday
the law,
morning.
still not using your brains.
No, I'm saying if you're going to break the law, use your brains breaking the law. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't get in trouble anymore.
Hey, listen, I don't even understand why you were in trouble. In other words,
I don't even understand either.
what happened?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh, is that what happened? They put you at the scene of the crime, and then you weren't there?
No, the police tried to put me at the scene of the crime, but the jury acquitted me on all charges because the jury, the key witness to the case, which started out the prosecution's witness, said in the middle of the trial, I'm not going to sit here and lie, Todd Bridges was not there.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, cool. You owe that guy.
You know, and the
At least he was honest.
fell through the mud.
Hey, at least the guy was honest.
Yeah, what does he owe him? He told the truth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of guys would have set you up because they're jealous of you.
Yeah, this guy was and this guy he didn't know me from Adam. He had no reason to get up there and
You need another TV show. That's what you need.
Well,
He just did
I'm
a
working on that right now.
You are?
Yeah, with Albertan Productions. You'll probably see it on the Brian Gumble special.
Hey, I hate Brian Gumble, so I wouldn't even do any special of his. Let me tell you something. Hey, when you saw Bonaduce, did he talk to you about his problems?
No.
How do you figure him? You think he was with a guy? What the hell is that all about?
I don't get into those.
He wasn't there either, Howard.
Yeah, right.
The whole case comes out.
I don't get into that kind of
Somebody
stuff.
put him.
You know what happens with guys like you, seriously?
Yeah.
You're a kid when you were young, and the whole world is at your feet. Hollywood gives you everything.
Well, I don't know, Howard Stern. I mean, you're a kid still, and everything's at your feet right now.
What do you mean?
Hollywood's not giving you everything. They give you a 1 o'clock in the morning show, but...
No, wait a second. I'm doing a psychological profile. Bear with me. Now, first of all, you're a kid, right? You're in Hollywood, and everything is there for you. Then
They
all of a
even
sudden,
have these little kid clubs. You know, they have
Right.
their own little nightclub circuit.
fan clubs. You probably had girls coming out of your ears, right?
Yeah.
You could have had anything you wanted.
Oh, he's bored. Girls, yeah.
Oh, girls, I had. Oh, big deal.
Are you kidding? What do you mean? What do you mean?
How many girls? Seriously, can you count how many girls you've had?
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a virgin.
You're no
Right.
virgin.
He's married and divorced.
Yeah. How many women
Me
have
and
you
my
had?
wife were celibate.
Weren't women like throwing themselves at you when you were, a child star? Seriously. I bet you got laid at 15.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
He was ducking.
I bet
the
you
girls were
you had to
throwing
hide out from
themselves.
women.
No way. We didn't do those kind of things. I was a good guy.
Ever get Dana Plato?
Who?
Dana Plato?
Who's that?
You know. Dana, who you worked with.
Kimberly?
Yeah, right, Kimberly.
No.
No, you never did with her.
That was my sister. God, it's been instant.
So, okay, now wait a second. So everything is there for you, and then all of a sudden, when the show is over, it's mind-blowing, isn't
Everybody goes home. What happened?
it? It's weird because you grew up like that.
Everybody goes home and you go about your business.
But you got enough money to live on for the rest of your life, right?
Exactly.
Oh, man, you're set, right?
Exactly. That's what's supposed to happen.
So your parents put away all your money. They didn't steal from you or anything.
No.
Excellent. Well, that's good to know. So now all you got to do is hang out and have a good time and just, do acting and stuff.
Well, I plan on, there's a lot of things right now, I'm doing a lot of lecturing for kids and stuff at school about drug abuse, what to get into, what not to get into, and, and how to do it.
What were you doing, some coke or something?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be on drugs at one time in my life.
Hey, I was too. Nobody's that innocent. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you, I did the Oprah show yesterday, and there's this guy on there who, he was Mr. Perfect.
Right.
And, he just said that he comes from a dysfunctional family, but he doesn't have any problems. But I didn't want to tell him on the air, well, hey, there's your problem. If you feel that you don't have any problems, that's the beginning of your problem.
There you go. Hey, let me tell you something. This is Danny Bonaducci. Let me tell you something.
He still got problems.
Is there any... Of course, Robin. Is there any man alive? Yeah, he was in a car with a... He thought it was a woman, but it turned out to be a man. There is no man on this planet could fool me. Could you... Hey, let me ask you something. Have you ever pulled off a girl's pants and then seen it was a man? No.
No.
You could tell, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I want to ask him. And I know Danny. I know him very well. He stole half my act.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah. Little crook.
What was it say?
Well, what I'm saying is that I would say to him, hey, what's the matter with you? You can't tell when you're with a guy?
How do you know he didn't
You think he wanted to be with a guy?
You think the fight was because it was a guy?
Oh, yeah.
The account in the paper was because he wanted the guy to do something else without paying any more for his services.
Listen, Robin, you need some decent drugs to make a mistake like that. I'm telling you.
Well, he claims that, they were testing his urine twice a week, so there's no way.
Let me ask you something, Todd. You ever been in a bar where you see, like, a really nice-looking woman, then you get a little closer and you see it's a guy?
Yes.
All right. Have you ever been fooled?
Never.
Have you ever slept with a guy?
No, I haven't slept with anybody. I'm a virgin, I keep telling you.
You're no virgin. I bet you get a lot of white women.
Hey, man, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, come on. Come on, tell me some of that. You can get anything you want.
I'm a virgin. You guys won't believe me.
What happens when you go in a bar? Everyone goes, hey, there's Todd Bridges, and like a lot of girls just start going for you?
I have no idea.
It's like the Kennedys.
I don't go to bars.
Oh, yeah. Is it like the Kennedys of Palm Beach? I mean, you can just hey, what kind of spread you got? You got a nice house?
Who?
You got a nice house?
Well, I live at the Mission.
No, come on. Really? You got a nice house?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Hey, what about Gary Coleman? What's his story, man? Did you see him? He shaved his head, and he's running around.
Gary Coleman?
Did you see that in the Inquirer?
Oh, no, that's not true.
He shaved his head. It is true. They had pictures of it.
Gary Coleman has about 23 inches of hair. I don't know. Wait, I don't know. See.
What's his deal, man? Can you talk to him at all?
They get the wrong signal.
Did you hate him?
Things get mixed up.
Did you hate him?
No, I like Gary. He's a very nice person.
Really? I bet you didn't get along with him. I could see him being a real son of a bitch on the set.
I get along with everybody.
I could see him being a real son of a bitch on the set.
Well, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm allowed to see this on the air?
And then, hey, wait a second. And then you're growing, and he's not, and he gets all pissed off at you because you're growing.
He thought you were doing it on purpose.
Right.
You guys are cold-blooded, man.
Did you ever have to kick his ass because he got unruly on the set?
Never.
Really?
Never.
Interesting.
And he couldn't.
You're not in touch with him now?
What?
You're not in touch with him now?
Because he's been very sick in the last couple of months.
Oh, well.
I see you had to bring that up, huh?
Oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks for bumming everyone out.
Now you should feel bad.
Yeah, I feel real bad.
Well, now Dana says you're not talking to her.
Yeah, Dana said you're not talking to her.
She said that in the Inquirer said that, or the Star said that.
Yeah.
And those magazines never lie.
You want to know something? Let me tell you something. You're smart not to talk to her. Stay away from that. You don't need that kind of trouble.
Bad news.
Bad karma. You really don't need it. You really don't. Listen, you've had your own problems, and now you're recovering from those. What do you need to be around her? Loser. She's a loser.
Listen to you guys, man.
Right? Seriously, man, what do you need that for?
You guys are terrible.
Oh, I'm saying I'll talk to her, but you don't need to talk to her.
Listen to you.
Yeah.
We can handle it.
And believe me, Gary Coleman doesn't appear to be all that, happy. You could stay away from him as well. To tell you the truth. You don't need that kind of... And you know what? Stay away from Bonaduce.
Don't even stay at the same hotel. Check out now.
Yeah, why are you at the same hotel with Bonaduce?
Well, I guess because I'm on a different floor, you know?
Hey, do me a favor. Put on a wig and put on a woman's dress and knock on Bonaduce's door and see if he can tell that you're a man.
You guys are cold-blooded.
All right. Listen, Todd. I want to thank you for joining us.
Good to hear you're doing so well.
Yeah, it's good to... And what is it? Who are you discussing this TV project with?
Alberton Productions.
Alberton. Yeah, he's contacted me about doing some stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Alberton.
He does Lassie.
Yeah, he did Lassie, didn't he?
He's doing the new Lassie now.
Yeah, I know. I was
Lassie, you can hang out with. Lassie's always done.
Charles in Charge, too.
I don't mind you working with Lassie and talking with Lassie. It's just when you know, with the Dana Plato and stuff, I want you away from. And Danny Bonaduce.
You guys are cool, man.
No, we're not.
Lassie has always stayed straight.
Yeah, Lassie's a good dude.
Oh, Lassie's been always straight, huh?
Yeah, Lassie never does coke. You probably would you could probably buy any coke you wanted.
Who can buy what?
Because you're so rich.
I don't do things like that.
No, I'm saying back in the old days.
Back in what old days?
Hey, what did I read about you? Did you... I don't even remember what I read about
Well,
you.
first of all, it was the thing with the Porsche.
Yeah, what happened? You shot up a Porsche or something?
No, the police stole my Porsche.
They did? Can they do that?
Huh?
What is that?
What is going on in L.A.?
Now, you know in L.A. the police can do anything they want to do.
Hey, do me a favor. If you see Danny Bonaducci, go up to him and say, hey, listen, I'm working with Lassie now. Is it true? Didn't you think Lassie was a woman and you accidentally slept with it?
That's cold, You guys are cold, man.
Did you read that about Merv and Lassie?
That's cold again.
Hey, I'm just kidding. You know Merv wouldn't be with Lassie. I don't even think Merv was with that guy. What do you think of that?
Cold-blooded.
You think Merv was with that guy?
No, I don't believe it's true.
Do you know Merv?
No, but not. Yeah, I met him once or twice. But
Oh, yeah?
He didn't hit on you.
Did he hit on you?
No, I don't believe that's true.
Did Merv chase you around his hotel room in his underpants?
You guys are cold-blooded, man. You guys are mean.
Nah, come on, we are not.
But I guess you guys are radio personalities, right?
Hey, listen, we're not as mean as Conrad Bain. Where's his phone call when you needed him?
I've talked to Conrad Bain several times.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What's his name again?
Mr. Drummond.
Hey, you know who we were just talking to? Dice Clay. You worked with him on Different Strokes.
Yeah, he was on the...
Yeah, we were just talking to him.
When?
He's doing
This guy's doing a satellite thing for a new album.
Yeah, he's got a new album out. Hey, but anyway, so what was with the Porsche? The cops stole your Porsche? How could they do that?
Hey, I keep trying to tell you, it's L.A. They can do what they want to do.
Oh, come on.
Nah, Todd, I'm having a little trouble here.
Hey, it's true, though, you know.
Hey, well, Todd's not in jail, is he?
Huh?
So he must
But wait
be...
a minute. The first story I read was that you were stopped and you had a gun.
No, I wasn't true.
Where'd you get a gun?
I don't have a gun. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't even believe in guns.
Really?
You're sure?
Are you sure,
I'm like
Todd?
on ban the guns.
Todd, hold on a
You never
second.
got upset with a guy because he didn't fix your Porsche right?
Hey, I don't blame you.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Let me tell you, I
still
wish
don't
I could.
understand.
I wish I could get a gun to fix a guy who wouldn't fix my Porsche. I'll tell you
still
something. I'm
don't
with you on that.
understand.
I'm with you on that one.
I still don't know what you guys are talking about. I wish I knew.
There were never any threats against the mechanic.
What mechanic?
Hey, you know who I think's at your hotel too? Michael Landon.
Michael Landon?
geez.
Yeah, I'm being
Really?
serious. Yeah.
Is it
That
really?
hotel. We better just go hang out in the lobby.
Why don't we
there.
just do the show from the lobby of that hotel?
You guys are cold-blooded, man.
I know what you're saying. You hear?
Yeah, I'm here.
I hear you.
Well, I got to get ready, man.
Where you going?
To do this special.
Oh, you're doing it now?
Yeah, they're picking me up at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm sure Brian Gumble will be real sympathetic to everything you say.
Tell Bryant we said hello.
Yeah.
He should do
That
the
I'll
show.
do.
Oh, yeah, we know him, by the way.
Do you?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Tell Brian to dress up in a woman's wig and dress when he interviews Danny
You
Bonaduce.
tried to do one of those hidden camera things.
Don't you see what Brian Gumbel's doing to you? He's trying to do one of those, like, kids who go wrong specials.
But see, okay, it's okay to... what they're going to do, but when I get there, see, my whole point is they can say what they want to say, but they have to look at now. I haven't been in trouble in a year and a half.
They have to look at the person.
That's right,
Yeah,
and I haven't been in trouble within a year and a half.
Hey,
and,
listen, man.
You know, it's been such a long time, and it's like my whole stress point is every time somebody gets in trouble, they bring me up.
Hey, listen,
So I
man,
want
you don't
the
have to
audience to
apologize for anything. Let me tell you something, man. You know that incident you had with your mechanic in the Porsche?
What mechanic and what Porsche?
I once stabbed my landscaper 3 times, all right? Guy could have made... The plants weren't growing.
I don't know what you guys are talking
Let's
about.
just say you
Still.
did have a Porsche, though.
You did have a Porsche.
That part is true.
You had a Porsche,
Did I
right?
had a Porsche?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a Porsche one time in my life.
That Porsche is a little Tukey mobile. How many bitches can you get in that thing, man?
I
Oh,
don't
man,
know.
I wish I was having the sex you
And
were
he
having.
was a teenager when he had a Porsche.
Oh,
No,
man.
I wasn't. I was about 19.
Well, that's
man.
teens.
What happened? You were married?
Huh?
You were married?
Yeah, I was married.
Black girl, white girl?
I have no idea.
Really?
I was married to an alien.
Green girl.
My mom was an alien.
Because those white women will get you in trouble.
I don't know. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I'm telling you, man.
What do you mean? I don't understand about segregation.
I've never had a black woman. How's that for segregation? I once tried. I didn't get anywhere. I can't make it happen.
Did she blow you off?
Hey, easy, huh, with the sexual entendre.
Oh, listen, dude.
Oh, man. Did she blow you off?
That was the problem.
Yeah.
That was the problem. She didn't. Man.
Right. All right, Todd, listen, I know you're busy with Brian Gumble, who's gonna sit there and roast you. You know what they're going to do? They ask you a bunch of nice questions, then they're going to chop up all your
wait
answers.
Till they see what they do.
Well, that's why. See, I've done a show like that before, so I know
Yeah,
when I say my answers
Yeah.
to not say anything that can be chopped.
That's what I used to think. I don't do any interviews where someone can chop up my answers. And I keep a tape recorder rolling the whole time. You know, on West 57th Street, that was the last time I did something. I got a full reel-to-reel of what I actually said, and then they chopped everything up.
Yeah. Well,
hey, be careful. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Hey, and when's this TV show going to come out?
It's just starting to fall. But you'll see it on the Brian Gummer special.
I never heard of this guy who's producing. Now, what has he done? Lassie and what else?
He said Charles in Charge.
Charles in Charge.
Charles in Charge?
Yes.
That show sucked.
Oh, you watched that.
You better be... Okay, I watched it a couple of times. All right, it was pretty good.
It's not bad. It's a pretty good show.
Well, just make sure they give you a couple of good writers. And make sure your executive producer knows what he's doing.
Well, I'm one of them, so I think I know what I'm doing.
What? You're the executive producer?
I will be.
Get out of here.
No, I'm not. Get out of here.
All right. Listen, Todd. Have a good time with Brian. Next time you're in town, you come by here.
Okay, Howard, I can do that.
You're welcome here.
Okay, Mr. Stern?
All right, man.
Next time I come in, I'll come see you.
Thanks for talking to us.
All right.
All right, bye-bye. Seemed like a decent guy. Seeing he used Mr. Stern, that's good, because I think he learned his lesson.
Yeah, new respect.
New respect. How long before he's in trouble again?
All I know is that, you remember those interviews on Entertainment Tonight when he was in jail?
Yeah.
And he was carrying on about all kinds of weird things. You know, I guess he was still on drugs then or something.
Yeah. Hey, he's innocent. He was found innocent.
But he doesn't remember his car.
I think he remembers his car just fine. I don't think he wants to talk to us. Shh. Did you hear the police breaking into his room as we were talking? I could have sworn I heard
the police stole his car.
I heard some commotion. Him and Danny in the same hotel room.
Yeah, and then he started screaming that, they just don't want to give black people any roles in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know, just doing all that stuff when he was in...
To me, it looks like if you're a white person, you can't get a role in Hollywood these days. Look at me. I'm as white as they can get. No one's offering me anything. If I was black, I'd have that Townsend movie with the five guys singing like the Temptations. All you see now is black movies. You can't even see a white movie.
Don't you think you're exaggerating just a little bit?
Everything is wrong. Everything's gone wrong. It's been a pretty good show so far.
I'm impressed.
Let's see. We had Todd Bridges, Dice. Who else?
The Virgins.
The Virgin couple. Danny Bonaducci's wife.
I'll tell you, guest pack show.
Let's call Danny's room back again. He's got to be back from breakfast by now.
I thought she said they were checking out, but we can always find out.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Everybody wants to claim that they do.
I'm excited when he called me with it. Because this is what I do now. I get on stage and I go, "You hear?" And then there's three guys who stand behind me and go, "I hear you," like background singers.
Madison Square Garden and other janks.
Motorcycle Mall. For nearly 20 years, New Jersey's largest motorcycle dealership with over 130 bikes on display, Robin. I was talking to my good friend Dee Snider, formerly of Twisted Sister.
When was that?
No, over the vacation.
And what happened?
I was watching him record his new album. Oh, just had some gas.
Oh, I thought you were in love with Dee now.
Well, I am, but...
Oh, and how he looked.
Oh. No, I just passed some wicked cheese.
Oh, man.
You wouldn't want... There's a whole story in my underpants right now. The story is not pleasant. Come down to the Motorcycle Mall and see the new Kawasaki ZX-11.
Why did you mention D?
Oh. Yeah, here. So,
Okay, man, you going?
They're here.
We did it. We did it. So take a walk for yourself. Do me a favor. What do you think? You're the only call I got over here. They wake me up 3 in the morning.
No, boy.
Go down to the Motorcycle Mall. Oh, I was talking to Dee, and Dee goes, "You want to get a motorcycle?" And I said,
all of you experiencing your second child.
Yeah, I said, I don't know. I said, sorry, I don't think I look like a motorcycle guy. I have trouble, driving around with my Jeep with the top down. I don't see it.
I can't handle that.
Yeah, but I tell you, that's always been my fantasy, have a motorcycle. I don't know. You know, that's...
You'd have to get a pretty big one.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I'd get the Kawasaki ZX-11.
Yeah?
Well, first of all, it's very fast. Not that I would go fast on it, but at least I would have a lot of power between my legs, and a lot of guys would go, hey, that's a very fast bike. Because I drive around in Corvettes, and guys go, yeah, man, this guy must really, this guy must drive fast. I don't think that thing's ever done over 35. The ZX-11 smashed every high-performance record in the book. A lot of good that does me, you hear?
I hear you.
Kawasaki ZX-11 Cycle Magazine's Bike of the Year. You hear?
I hear you.
The Motorcycle Mall has factory-trained parts and service specialists. You hear?
I hear you.
The Motorcycle Mall, 15 minutes from the Lincoln Tunnel at the 165 Washington Avenue in Belleville, New Jersey. You hear me?
What? I hear you.
201-751-4545. Again, 201-751-4545. If you want a deal on a motorcycle, and I'm talking about, you go in there, you say hi to Mark, Pete, Steve, and Johnny. You hear me?
I hear you.
The Motorcycle Mall, not just good prices, but customer satisfaction. You hear?
I hear you.
You got the 30-foot woman, 30 big yucks.
Here's the deal, okay? If you want to be in the media, if you want to be in radio, TV, if you want to do what we're doing here, if you want to be in advertising, with art and computer graphics, if you want to be in the recording industry, if you want to be in photography, if you want to be in television production, if you want to be in any of these things, you can go a couple of different ways. If you go to a college for 4 years or 2 years, it's going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars. And I got to tell you, even with my own education, I wanted to be on the radio and stuff. And then I went to Boston University. I ended up taking a bunch of liberal arts programs for years before I could learn anything about media. I found that very frustrating. Plus, I even found the facilities kind of bad where I went. And this was one of the top, communication schools. Wouldn't you, if you're thinking of a career in television or photography or radio and TV, wouldn't you rather go to a school that concentrated only on these areas and you learned only about these areas? You didn't have to take a bunch of Spanish courses. You know how to take Spanish? What do you have to take Spanish for if you want to be on radio? What is it, Gary?
Oh, nothing. I was just going to mention something to you. But
what? Go quickly. I'm in the middle of a commercial.
Well, I was just going to say that a week from this Thursday night, myself and Ernie, who's a graduate of CMA, are going to be there.
Center for the Media Arts.
Right. We're going to be lecturing. We're going to be, answering questions about the business for prospective students.
All right, get out of here, Gary. I'm in the middle of introducing a new sponsor. I mean, nobody cares about your appearance.
Well, they do.
And it's Ernie and I.
I happen to know the Dean of Broadcasting over there, Gary Axelbank. I actually worked with him. I gave him his first job in radio, actually.
Really?
Yeah, this was years ago. This was like 15 years ago when I was a program director.
You gave an awful lot of people work.
Hey, I did. Ask him. See what I like about this Center for the Media Arts? You go there. There's a guy who's worked in the field for years. Then he's teaching you. And he even said to me, he says, our program is so great because, let's say you graduate there. They have full placement referrals for life.
For life. So when you lose every job, they'll give you another one.
Yeah, and believe me, in radio, you lose plenty of jobs. And Gary even said, he's had guys come back to him 5 years later who need work. They need a place to work on their audio tape, and he helps them with it. I mean, that's the kind of program they have at the Center for the Media Arts. So if you want to change your life, you want to go somewhere where you're going to learn about media exclusively, and you're not going to take a bunch of different courses and pay tens of thousands of dollars for it, why don't you...
You really know this guy?
Yeah. Well, Gary, yeah, real well. I was shocked to see him. I hadn't seen him in years. I saw him at the meeting yesterday. Send postcards to the Center for the Media Arts. What is this? Send postcards to the Center for the Media Arts telling us why you are miserable and how an education at CMA would change your life.
No, already an assignment.
Yeah. Sounds like work. Yeah. They were telling me all kinds of stories. They said, there was a guy who couldn't get into college. He was a photographer.
Mm-hmm.
So he applied for Center of the Media Arts. And the reason, he was dyslexic. Turned out to be he's now one of the most popular photographers in the world.
Yeah, how does that stop you from taking pictures?
Right, exactly. So they said, wait a second. They take time to find out about a guy. They don't just reject some guy. Anyway, send your postcards before April 22nd to CMA, 226 West 26th Street, New York City, 10001, or call 929-6999 for more information. That's 212-929-6999. Center for the Media Arts. This guy was dyslexic. He kept applying to MCA for a position, but he was supposed to be going to CMA. And then finally they got him in there. Now he's all confused. 847, 92.3 K-Rock, WYSP, WJFK. Robin, look. All right, look. Merv Griffin peed on me, okay, one time.
Oh, will you stop it? What are you talking about?
It was a power shower. And I don't want to talk about it.
A power shower? Is that a new term?
Not to Merv. Maybe to you. No, I feel bad for Merv. I really do.
Is there such a thing? Power shower?
Power shower. Well, when you have a powerful man like that. Listen, let me tell you about Merv. I don't like this outing stuff. I'm reading the Inquirer. They were dragging someone out of the closet. This guy from, what's that TV show?
Family Matters? Is that what it is? Reginald Vell Johnson, I think his name is?
The black guy on some TV show. What is this guy, running for president? Why does everybody have to be outed?
They've been outing everybody. They outed the girl who's the neighbor on Married with Children a couple of weeks ago. I showed you that.
She's lesbian?
I don't know, Howard. I just tell you what the magazine
the magazines say it, and we don't know what to believe.
They just out Jodie Foster in one of those things there this week, and they talk about how she had an all-girl party for the wrap of Silence of Lambs.
Oh, that's wrong?
And all the girls had to show up in, like, construction worker outfits, including boots. And a couple of the guys in the crew decided to crash the party, and she had them thrown out.
Yeah.
And they said she openly held hands with her girlfriend.
Whoa.
And they even kissed on the set or something.
No, I don't know about that. A lot of women. Hey, my wife kisses other women. That's right.
What are you laughing about?
Looking at Tom Arnold's new tattoo.
Oh.
He's got Roseanne Barr's face, but badly tattooed on his chest.
Now, how could you say that was badly?
It's like a faded kind of tattoo. Doesn't look anything like her.
You would really want a clear picture of
oh, man.
on your chest?
He had her tattooed on his chest. Oh, my God. And it's just like indiscriminately just thrown on his chest.
It isn't even centered.
It's not. A weird guy. I love this Inquirer. Unbelievable. And I didn't tell you about the TV show, did I? All right. Well,
no,
let me
the
do some
TV
news.
meeting.
Yeah, what happened? How come we never got into that?
Because everybody kept piling in. We got Todd Bridges,
yeah.
We had all those people coming in and on the phone.
Did I mention we had a couple of good calls about Crucified by the FCC? People are loving it. It's going out in the mail. If you haven't gotten yours yet, sit tight.
Now the people will be calling because they're shipping them.
Yeah. Well, we're doing the process of shipping them. 1-800-52-STERN. It's cool. A lot of good calls on that. I mean, not even like calls like, hey, we liked it. It's like, hey, we love it. And that one guy got the special collector's item?
No. There's something special on some of the tapes.
I'm reading about your boyfriend here, Robin. Do you know that your boyfriend...
Which boyfriend?
Penn of Penn and Teller. Andrew Dice Clay. Is he still doing that thing?
Yeah, I mean, we really went down in the gutter for this one.
Andrew Dice Clay, they list the top 10 grossing concerts for variety and special acts. Andrew Dice Clay was number one, $882,000 for Madison Square Garden.
That was one night.
Then David Copperfield was number two at the Fox Theater in Detroit, $656,000. Penn and Teller, Chicago Theater, $396,122.
Maybe I should call David Copperfield.
Yeah. Your boyfriend, $396,000 in one night. Oh, no, excuse me. 8
Stop.
shows. 8 shows.
I was going to say, they couldn't have done that in one night.
Yeah, he did it in 8 nights. Hey, it's still pretty good. The guy earned... Boy, you got some catch there.
There's no... What are you talking about?
That guy
You're a
digs you.
catch.
Wow.
Catch. I resent
Those legs might be
term.
spread on the first date.
For what purpose?
Someone told me your answering machine now is completely out of control.
And that someone wouldn't be Gary Delabate.
Yeah, it was. He said, you gotta call this. Wait a second, I gotta just hear this. Let me hear what Penn hears.
I'm changing my number, so you can't get it.
Hey, if you get Penn, promise you'll share some of that money with me.
Someone told me.
We are so sorry for the inconvenience. There is no one here to take your call. Your message will be answered in the order it was recorded. Thank you for calling.
What is going on with you, really? What is that the most obnoxious thing you might have ever heard on an answering machine? What is going on with you?
What is your problem?
What is that? What is my problem? What the hell? What is going on with you in those messages? Oh, man. Are you wrapping that seaweed on your head too tight? What is going on over there? What's that all about? What do you mean the order that your message was recorded? What are you imitating there? You're doing an impression of something.
It's like one of those businesses when you call.
What business do you call?
She means like take a number.
Yeah, like take it like a bakery.
Right.
Wait, I got to hear that.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Oh, God, why me?
Oh, by the way, remember the other day on the show when me, you, and Gilbert were talking on Jerry Seinfeld's answering machine for over an hour?
Yeah.
Jerry heard it and is coming in Thursday.
Far out. All right.
He got very freaked out.
He's crumbling under the pressure.
Yeah, he got very freaked out by it. What's going on there?
There's nothing going on. What is the problem?
Are you recording these just so I'll call on the air?
No.
That seaweed is bad news.
I was doing this long before seaweed.
Yeah, but it's made you out of control. All the salt in that seaweed.
We are so sorry for the inconvenience. There is no one here to take your call. Your message will be answered in the order it was recorded.
Wait till Penn hears this.
For calling.
Are you doing this so you can be like a wild bohemian? Like you're wild like Penn?
What is wrong with you? Why do you speculate so much?
Is it like, I want to be wild or something? What is that? That's not you. What is that? That's
You
wild.
have no idea who I am. I have decided. You think you know me.
Well, I don't know what that is.
You don't know
You're not
me
kidding.
at all.
I don't know what that is.
You couldn't predict what I'd do at any moment of the day.
No, boy. That is such a weird thing, man.
You know, I have this whole thing going on with the phone.
You have not. You are very much into that phone.
I'm not into the phone. I'm very much not into it.
Man.
If you only knew. I'm the most misunderstood person on earth.
Nobody understands your message. All right, very good. Now,
No, it's in hopes that people who call who shouldn't have the number think they don't have it.
oh, that's a disguise. It's a disguised voice.
Oh, I'm going to hurt you.
Oh, I got you. So that's not supposed to be you? That's you, though.
I didn't know it sounded so much like me. When you're
Yeah.
listening to that little speaker...
It's different.
Yes.
You know what? You need Jackie or someone to record a message for you.
Hey! You reached the wrong place. Maybe I'll do a Jackie message. We'll take your call in the order that it's in.
Oh, I see what you're going for. If someone
There's nobody home.
if somebody accidentally gets a hold of your number, they'll think it's somebody else.
Or they'll think they've reached some business or something and they'll just hang up.
Why would you make it so long?
To annoy them.
No, to confuse them, because you would think she would make it short. Look at this. Penn and Teller, 396,000 in 8 nights. Red Skelton was number 4. Bill Cosby, 5.
So how good could it be?
Number 7, 8, 9, and 10 was Andrew Dice Clay.
Whoa.
321,000 in one night, 4 different times. That's 3, 6, 9, a million, 1,000,008 in 2, 3, 4, 5. In 6 nights, he made $1,000,008.
And those are just his biggest concerts.
Yeah. In 6 nights, he made $1,008,000.
But he didn't take all that home.
Excuse me, $1,800,000.
Hot Tub John had to get
Yeah, Hot Tub got $10.
56 and 48 seconds in the morning. I've been up, you hear? Since yesterday.
Yeah,
I
here.
had some of that there Thai-bet food for dinner. You fella?
He's been doing this for over an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's probably about the 100th Thai-bet food reference.
Let me tell you
this
something.
morning.
For $1.8 million, I'd be making plenty of those.
I said, no wonder he's working so
Maybe
hard.
I should say, yeah, here.
Thai-bet food.
Yeah, here, Jackie.
I hear you. God.
$1.8 million. Dice promoting his new album live at Madison Square Garden.
And other joints?
But it doesn't say that. I think he thinks it says that, but it doesn't.
Somebody ought to talk to him about what's on his album.
It's not on there. Produced by Rick Rubin. Rick's name is bigger than Dice's on the record. You'd think Rick did something. Rick put a tape recorder in front of Dice's microphone. You hear? You hear, Robin?
I hear you.
All right, what's going on in the news?
Well, first you're going to tell me about the TV meeting.
Oh, okay. Well, what is this, Fred?
Real quick.
You hear?
Yeah, here, Fred. I don't want to stop. Just a couple?
Just a couple.
All right, do it quick.
What song is it you want to hear?
You know, if there's a great classic song you want to hear, the place to go every weekday at noon is the...
Ice is ready to come back on, but before you bring him back, you should probably want to ask him. It turns out that he was on the air in Houston.
Yeah.
And they put Sam Kinison on the phone.
Well, how'd they do that?
I guess they found Sam.
How come we can't find Sam?
Well, I found him. We didn't want to talk to him today because we didn't want to irritate either Sam or Dice.
Yeah.
It didn't work out too well.
What happened?
I think Dice called him a bunch of names that I'm sure I hope they had a 10-second delay.
Oh, yeah?
But so you can ask him about it.
Oh. Hey, Dice, you did just fine.
Hello?
Yeah?
You here?
I hear you.
You're on the air.
Listen to me.
Yeah, you did just fine.
It wasn't a weak performance. What are you talking about?
You're crazy. You were fine on the air. It
What
was
are you
funny.
talking about? What are you talking about?
I'm saying, I know you came back, which is good, but because Gary said, hey, Dice felt like, he didn't give you 100%.
Who said that?
Gary.
Well, how does he know what I'm thinking? I'm in California over here.
Yeah.
You're over there.
Yeah.
And now I'm being told about Gary. You hear me now?
I hear you.
I hear you.
Now I am more wide awake. I've been talking every jerk off on the line.
Yeah, I know. We've been listening
We've
in.
listened in.
We listened
We
to all...
got these guys in Baltimore banned for life.
Oh, yeah. Were those guys from Baltimore who put on Kinison?
No, I think it was Houston.
Houston? What did they do?
Yeah.
They threw Kinison on with you?
Well, they tried to.
What happened?
You know, I feel bad for Sam. It's a shame, you know?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, everything that's happened for him, it's terrible. Well, what are you going to do?
There we go.
I got my own life I got to worry. I mean, he's a talented individual, but, sometimes things just don't work out.
So what happened? They threw him on, and then Dice started screaming at him, and they started screaming at each other?
No, I said a little ditty.
Yeah.
And, and I hung up on the guy. I mean, I don't need him.
Good, all right. All right, take it easy.
I'm
hear?
over here. Yeah, I'm out of my mind already.
We listened in from time to time, so we heard you doing all your interviews.
No, now I got lines of black women hanging outside this room waiting to meet me.
Oh, you wanted them.
I love them.
What did we do? We jumped in on you at one point. What was he saying about black women?
That they do you and then they do your room? Or
yeah, right. They do you and then they do your room. What are you doing all that good material? What are you doing?
Black girl is that they make up the friggin' room when you're done. I mean, what's so wrong with that? You ain't gonna get a Jewish chick to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
And now I'm with this chick over here. She's yelling, aren't you gonna use birth control? I said, yeah, your mouth. I mean, what do I gotta go through over here? You fella, I'm over there with the Thai bed food,
I know.
I got loads to drop, Howard.
I hear you. I hear you.
You hear me?
I hear you. Anyway,
good.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm so glad I'm back. I feel like I'm home when I talk to you guys. I mean, some of these imbeciles.
I know. I heard what was going on. We listened in. We listened in.
Jesus H. Christ.
Hey, Jackie, you here?
I hear you.
You here?
You here, Jackie?
I'm over there.
You're there. You follow?
If downtown Ronnie's listening to this, he'll go out of his mind. But he's probably over at the Padgett. You hear?
Hey, Dice, what do you make of this whole John Gotti thing?
I was gonna say, do all of his friends have nicknames like, you know?
Are you like a mafia guy?
Who, me?
Yeah. And
I don't know nobody.
In the sense that you're...
over here.
You got Noodles Man, you got Downtown Ronnie.
Don't you sort of...
I got
Johnny.
Squiggy Stubbs over here.
Tell me some of your friends' names. Like what? Like your girlfriend. What's her name?
Trini Bonini Mozzarella Avinacini.
Right, and you're Dice.
That's a normal name.
What I'm saying is that you're sort of like a mafia guy in a way, because you have those names like No-Nos and all that kind of stuff. You fancy yourself sort of like a mobster.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I mean, who you with?
No, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying. Hey, I was just reading your...
Well, he's right, Jackie the Joke Man.
I was just reading your... yeah, exactly. Jackie the Joke Man has a nickname. It's a stupid nickname. It's Jackie the Joke Man. Hey, how's Louis the Penis?
I thought you couldn't say those things.
You can't. You can. I can. Hey, Dice, I was just reading here the 10 top... I read this to Robin for a reason. Because her boyfriend's on the list, too.
I don't have a boyfriend. I'm waiting for Dice. I want to be the first
You know who
black
Robin's
woman
dating?
with him. I'm not dating anyone.
You're late, baby.
You know who Robin's dating? Penn of
you
Penn and
dating?
Teller.
I am
Penn and
not.
Teller. Both
It's
of
a
them?
lie.
Yeah, both of them.
I'm doing both of them.
The other one's quiet, though.
Well, with those new bosoms you got, you could do a troop, baby.
Baby. Hey, no, but I was reading the list of top 10 grossing variety acts.
Yeah.
You're #1 for your concert at Madison Square Garden, which is the tape, you're selling, the CD.
I got the plaque.
850,000 in one night.
I know.
Then you're number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
That must feel good.
David Copperfield's number 2, and then Penn and Teller was number 3 with a 300,000 gross, but for 8 nights.
So what are we saying?
What I'm saying is you made $1.8 million in 7 nights.
Yeah, huge.
Well,
hey, I think you got more than Rick Rubin. Yeah.
Look how you only want to talk cash.
$1.8 million.
It impresses us. It impresses us.
You got a lot of money.
I got to put together to make that kind of money.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it kind of... We talk about this on the phone sometimes. Isn't it kind of weird, like all the garbage that you do, and then all of a sudden $1.8 million in 8 nights?
Yeah, it makes sense.
How cool is that? How cool is that?
You got to know how to do it funny, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I'm not saying everybody has the gift.
But you feel like sort of an
a lot
idiot
of people
sometimes.
don't know about banging chicks in a toilet, you know what I mean?
But if you see that...
Guys will take them, they'll go, oh, let's go in the bedroom.
Right.
Let's go in the living room. I take them right to the toilet, right?
Have you actually...
You're close to the urinal for that after leak, you know what I'm saying?
You've actually...
You gotta think
all right, look. Okay, man.
Calm down. I'm just saying, when you see that on a piece of paper, it looks kind of stupid.
Hey, Dice, where were you at 7:30? It's like shot out of a cannon now.
No, well, I had to wake up over there.
Yeah, now before I go, hey, Dice, how you doing? All right,
I was having some of that
over here.
I'm over here.
Food.
I'm here with Rick Rubin.
I'm here with Rick Rubin and Noodles, and I can't mention some of the other people here.
What do you think of what happened with John Gotti? Are you afraid to talk about John Gotti? Are you one of those guys?
I don't know John Gotti. You know what I mean?
You see?
We don't either, but we have opinions.
See what I mean? Like Dice knows. Like Dice, let me ask you something. If you had to do jury duty,
yeah,
all right. If you had to do if you had to do jury duty, and they said to you, because I was just discussing this with Robin, and they said to you, okay, we're trying to select a jury for a mafia trial.
No, they don't say that. They say this is a racketeering trial involving Peter Gotti.
Yeah, John Gotti's brother. What would you say? You'd say innocent, right?
I would say I'm doing the garden that night. I work a lot.
Yeah, right. In other words, you're a one-man business, and there's only one way to work, and you need to be excused.
I don't know what you're even talking about. Gotti, this, that. You know what I mean?
Well, his chauffeur was just knocked off.
See, Dice is from... Did you know that Gotti's chauffeur was knocked off?
Rubbed out, you know.
I got to take an hour for lunch.
Look at it. You see what I mean?
See, he won't even discuss this.
Because he's from Brooklyn and stuff, and he knows
Because I'm
about
not involved
this.
with that stuff.
Yeah, you're just an entertainer.
Yeah, I mean, aren't you?
No.
You're the one with the heavy security system, not me.
There you go. Yeah, I'm talking to Dice on the phone one night, and it's 3 in the morning, and the rain hits my house, and the security system goes off. I hang up. He thinks I've just been killed.
And I call back just to check.
Yeah, 4 in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. 4 in the morning.
I always love that line. You know, when somebody leaves your house and they've had like 25 drinks.
Yeah.
And you go, call me when you get home.
Yeah.
What happens if the call doesn't come?
You get nervous.
You hear? They didn't make it.
Hey, you hear me?
You hear me now? You had to hear this one, right? I'm over there. We're flying L.A., you fella.
Yeah. I follow you.
I see,
I hear you.
Robert Wagner.
Oh, you saw Robert Wagner, yeah?
RJ.
On the plane over there.
Natalie Wood's husband.
Well, now, Jill St. John.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jill St. John, she's sitting over there. You follow me?
Go ahead.
So I walk over.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mr. Wagner, I'm Dice. And he's looking at me like, who? You know, I guess he ain't following comedy or something. So he's going, well, nice to meet you anyway. So now the guy's, you know, I got to like throw him roses.
Right.
He's wearing the crown. And I'm like, well, I really liked you on the thief thing as Alexander Monday, the whole thing there, but. And now his wife, Jill St. John, she's looking at me like, who's this jerk-off?
Oh, like she never heard of you.
You know, well, can I buy you a drink? And he's like, well, I don't drink. And I'm like, well, how far you want to take this thing, you hear? I mean, I'm over there, and you're over here.
Yeah.
You fella?
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's the whole thing there.
So it didn't work out?
No, I mean, this is what you're asking me about celebrities.
Yeah.
Now I go into Giuseppe Franco's joint over there.
Yeah.
And I see, you know, Barbara Streisand.
Right.
You know. And I walk over, like, nice. You know, she's doing the whole thing with the hair, there thing, that thing, but. And I walk over, and I'm like, Barbara Streisand, you know, I'm Dice. You know, and I'm trying to be nice. Hey, you want to go get coffee, hang out with me for a while? And she's like, no, you know. And I'm like, you know, I don't want to sleep with the chick. I mean, she's got a lazy eye, you know? I mean,
that is true.
There, I'd be on top, and all of a sudden the eye goes.
What about...
I got to like, hey, Barbara, I'm over here. You hear?
Yeah, get it back.
I'm over here. You hear? The eye's going like a slot machine now.
Hey, Jackie.
And I don't know which way to turn with the money up. You know.
Hey, Jackie, you here?
We could pick off San Jose, man. What a vibe.
What a vibe.
Oh, dear.
What do you think of this whole Kennedy thing?
We could slam dunk Houston. I mean, where we going with this thing?
What do you think of this Kennedy thing?
I think I got to take an hour for lunch.
Really? You don't comment on
Can't
that?
talk about the Kennedys either?
You're nervous about that?
I'm not nervous about now. All of a sudden, I got the whole world on my shoulders. Sorry about the
We need your guidance.
And what was
I got a family I got to feed over there.
what was the next story you were going to bring up, Robin?
Well, I was talking about fetal transplants.
Fetal transplant. What's your vibe on that?
If it works, you know, give it a shot. You know what I mean?
Really?
Right.
You would do that?
You would do that.
What?
You would have
like
your fetus...
transfer the fetus from one vaginal area to another?
Yeah.
Well, they were trying to cure a genetic disorder in
What
a
do they do? Like
developing
put a
fetus.
tube that it goes through? I mean, you know.
All right.
So
listen.
they took some cells from an aborted fetus
Yeah.
and injected them into the other fetus.
You here?
I hear you.
They're over there.
I'm here, and the fetus is over there.
I'm pregnant.
Hey, Dice, the fetus is here, and I'm over there.
You hear?
Yeah.
I hear you.
I hear you. All right, listen. Dice's new album, Sperm, is over there. I'm here.
No, that's not the name of the album.
No. The name of the album is Dice Live at Madison Square Garden. If you want to hear Dice's incredible Madison Square Garden show, the one that grossed $850,000 in one night.
And is quite filthy.
It's in the record stores right now, right?
Well, I would
Yes,
hope.
it is.
I would hope.
No, wait a second. I stumped you.
No, it's in the record store. Well, over there, you could go get it right now.
What's the matter,
If you're
Rick?
fast.
Rick, you made $90,000 for CBS, and you haven't
Rick's not
coordinated.
here anymore.
Yeah, he didn't coordinate the distribution of your record with your interviews.
No, Rick's not here anymore.
Oh, all right.
You
I was
got to
gonna
follow.
yell.
He had to go to the bathroom and relieve himself.
All right.
You
All
follow?
right. Dice,
What?
look forward to your new album, and when you're in New York, come see us.
Well, you know I'm going to do that.
All right.
I'm
You
going
better.
to bring a few of my friends up there just to straighten things out.
You hear?
You hear me now?
All right.
Unbelievable.
I'll speak to you later.
What are you going to do now?
We're going to do the news. You want to do it with us?
Yeah, all right.
All right. Okay.
What's going on?
I was talking about this because, you know, we're always talking about these efforts to transplant eggs or artificial insemination. You say all of this is wrong. Well, now they're trying to fix genetic disorders by injecting aborted fetus into developing fetus
I don't get
inside
it.
the human body.
Do you understand this? This is so wrong. Would you ever?
That is a complete falsehood.
Listen, let me ask you something. If you couldn't have a baby, all right? You just had a baby,
well,
right?
Well, I can't have a baby. I
all right. If you
two gonads and a stem, you know what I mean?
All right. Now, hey, wait a second. If you couldn't have a baby, okay?
I follow.
Would you allow a doctor? Would you go to a doctor's office and create a sperm sample in his office? Have a turkey baster inject your wife with a sperm. Do you think that that's right?
I don't know if I could actually sit in front of a doctor and, shake the hammer. You know what I mean?
I understand. I got you.
If they put in a porno movie, gave me a few penthouses to read or something, then I get the job done.
Now, Robin, what you're saying
this baby
now,
has Hurler's disease.
I mean,
no, wait a second.
It's tough enough. You got to sell your penis on the fantasy.
All right, listen, hold it a second. Just wait a second.
Guy in a white coat over there.
All right, calm down with the penis for a
second.
second.
And the family involved, they've lost 2 children already.
What you're saying is, Robin, inside the womb.
Yes.
Follow this, Dice. You hear?
I hear you. Charming.
Charming. Take the...
Once again, pleasing his fans with that class.
If you take a fetus... In other words, a woman has a fetus inside her.
Right.
They find out it's got Hurler's disease.
Yeah. Hurler's syndrome.
What is that?
They take the baby, they hurl it out of her body into another body.
Oh, I hear you.
I never heard of Hurler's disease.
Neither have I. I think it's some kind of a bone marrow.
You heard her? I heard her.
Hey, Dice grossed $850 in one night. Don't you think he'd have heard about Hurler's disease?
I heard about it. Hurl.
So
I had to get some sun. Day, get it?
So... Well, you really woke up from those other radio stations, I'll tell you.
I don't know what happened. I'm drinking this here coffee over there. They got good coffee here.
All right, so you take a woman's fetus.
Well, it's in her, yes.
Okay, you find out it's got a disease.
Yes.
You remove the fetus from the woman.
No, I don't think you do.
What do you do?
I think you inject this inside.
I think you got to shake her.
You inject what?
I think you inject something into her, into the fetus through her.
Exactly. Oh, I'm not opposed to that. Why don't you say that?
Well, you know what's complicating this?
Yeah.
That this particular couple is against abortion.
Uh-huh.
But because they wanted to save their own child, they allowed them to take the cells from an aborted fetus.
Oh, man.
Now, either you're against abortion or you're not.
Right. Right, Dice.
Meanwhile, Dice, what about the Kurds?
Put that on my shoulders.
Dice, what about the Kurds?
What about the Kurds?
Curvature of the spine?
No, Kurds. Come on, you know about this.
You know those guys over in Iraq?
You read the papers, you hear?
Getting their butts kicked by Saddam Hussein, and we left them.
I hear
now,
you.
President or Senator Kennedy says that we have to show some compassion and go over there and help him out.
You show compassion for the people in your compound first. Compound compassion. Hey, listen,
And the president is saying, look, this is an internal situation. It's a civil war that's been going on for years, and I'm not going to see American boys and girls go over there and get involved in this.
Let me ask you something, Dice. You were for the war?
Was I for the war?
Yeah.
I wasn't for it. I backed it, but I don't like it.
Okay. Now, I'm saying, were you for the boys going over there? You hear?
I got to take an hour for lunch.
What is this? You're not political at all? What do you mean? You have political views.
Well, you wanted to go over there and entertain
I'm a comic. If I wasn't a comic, I'd run for president. Then I'd have to have a view.
All right, now listen to me.
The only view I got to think of is the view of some girls behind in my face. You follow?
The president happens to be correct about this Kurd thing. Now, let me tell you why. You follow?
I hear you.
The Kurds... The way I see it, he's right. This is an internal affair. We cannot step into every... They invaded Kuwait. We got them out of Kuwait. That was the mission.
Yeah, it's like how far you want to take this thing.
Right. As soon as we start now going into countries, all the peaceniks are going to start screaming that we shouldn't have done that. All of a sudden,
they're now screaming that we got to help the Kurds.
Yeah, don't believe them. Because the second we go in and if things go wrong, they'll be screaming we shouldn't have gone in. The president can't get involved in it. This persecution of the Kurds has been going on forever. You understand me, Dice? You hear?
I hear every word you're saying.
Well, I'm not afraid to speak out on this. I want to hear your opinions.
Okay, well, let me talk about something Dice could comment on.
No, I want
something
Dice...
a little less political. You know that...
you see how he likes to push me into things. That's how Howie works.
Yeah, right.
He's got to just keep pushing.
Right, you know.
I'm going to help you out here.
You hear? All right, here's something you can comment on.
You're against sex abuse in the schools, aren't you, Dice?
What are
Yes,
you,
I
a
am.
homo?
Yes, I am.
What, is she a homo? You hear?
I'm against sex abuse
I
in the
had
home.
to check. I had to check.
He's for sex
in
abuse
school.
in school. You're for
Yeah, I'm
sex
against
abuse
that,
at home.
too.
Why? You've abused women at school.
No, never.
You're for the abuse of women or against it?
Against it.
All right, there you
Okay.
go.
There's a guy, Anthony Romaine, who's 43. He pleaded guilty last month to 1 count of first-degree sexual abuse
Of lettuce.
of children. He said he was fondling 3 girls, all 11 or younger.
You ever had an 11-year-old, Dice?
No, I have not.
He was fired from PS 59 in Williamsburg immediately after his arrest. But the judge in the case has already promised him 5 years probation as long as he stays in counseling. But he's had a history of fondling little girls in his classrooms for years.
You
What
hear?
it is, he's just got to build his confidence and go with real women now.
That's right.
That's his whole problem. He's going through a midlife crisis.
Well, you know, the lawyer for the guy said, look, we're talking here about this latest case. He touched a little girl's backside, but she was fully clothed. Now, how can we talk about putting this guy in jail?
I don't get it.
It's amazing.
Now he's a Girl
If the
Scout
guy's
leader.
perforated, he should be put in jail. That's the way it is.
That's right.
You know?
Oh, now-
I mean, perforated people are out there.
See, the Kurds you won't talk about, but this is you're an expert.
Well, I'm not
Meanwhile-
over there. You hear? I never seen a Kurd.
Over in Queens, the priest, Father Enrique.
Hey, Father Enrique, you hear?
Oh, now you're talking about... I can't talk about that.
Hey, isn't he with you in the studio, Father Enrique?
Who you with?
Huh? What are you?
Father
What's going on here now?
Enrique was found guilty
He's found naked in a closet.
last month of
Hey, everybody
sexually
does that.
abusing
Merv Griffin.
an 8-year-old boy
No, yeah.
and abusing 2 brothers of the boy. But the parents in the area are now upset. They want to sue
I wonder why.
the Catholic Church because they say the church tried to cover it up. They were more interested in keeping the father out of court than about taking care of these boys. So they're a little upset with the church. They say they didn't care about that at all.
That's
they
why
were just
I always
trying to
say,
hide
you know,
the whole
these-
thing.
These guys should get out more often. You know what I mean?
Dice, you know Merv?
You get demented staying in the house all the time.
Did you ever meet Merv?
No,
Okay.
I have not.
All right. Well, you know, I just thought it was interesting. The parents got really upset when they saw this guy in the courtroom,
Yeah.
Father Enriquez, who had abused their kids, and he bowed to them and made the sign of the cross.
Oh, great.
That's what really upset them.
Did he give him a power shower?
I don't know exactly what he was into, but they're upset that he's getting a light sentence as well. Apparently, they're not cracking down on these people like they should. Remember Token, the dog who was posthumously named after being hit by a subway train?
Now, Dice, you were upset about this, right?
I wouldn't remember.
You're against animal abuse, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, you know, now they have transcripts of what the motormen and the guys on the trains were saying, and apparently they were joking about collecting a fare from Token just before they hit him and wiped him out.
Token at the time was writing a book about Merv.
What is Token? A dog we're talking about now?
Yeah, it was
Dead
a dog.
dog.
This is where the show went from talking about
People to
girl
dogs.
is over there.
Let me tell you something. This dog thing is so out of control. The subway guy hit a dog on the subway train tracks, right? Did you hear about this? You hear?
No, I missed this one.
So for the last 10 months, I think, the front page of the paper has been about the stupid dog. There are
Hey, look.
people dying every day. People worry about a stupid dog.
Yeah, I can't even listen to this about a dog.
You hear?
You know, not that I got no sympathetic feelings towards a dog. I've been an animal lover ever since I was a kid. You follow?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I brought
for
this
a
up
dog
because-
to get the front page of a newspaper
Over people.
over people over there, and you know you got the curlers over there fighting. You know, who am I going to go with?
But I brought this up because it is getting ridiculous. They can't release the name of the motorman because he's been getting death threats.
Can you imagine that?
The
People
motorman over a dog.
people who love dogs are threatening a human life.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
and-
want to talk about the spider that I ripped out his legs last night for walking in my living room.
Yeah, there you go.
And yesterday I'm watching the news, and I understand there's the Soviet ice skating troupe in the country.
Yes.
And they have some skating bears. And now the animal rights people are protesting, and they want people to boycott the Soviet troop as it goes across the country because they said the skating, making the bears skate is undignified.
Yeah, all right. All right, listen to me. Just like your boyfriend Penn has a duck in his play.
Oh, jeez.
And the animal rights people said it was undignified for the duck to be in the play.
They didn't treat the duck like a duck.
Yeah. Now, hey, listen, let me tell you something.
Treat the duck like a person.
Soon it will be, if you kill a fly, you will go to jail. This is so out of control. What is wrong with some bears ice skating?
The bear looked like he was having a good time.
Dice, you got
They're idiots, these people.
Don't you have bears in your act that ice skate? You were telling me, you hear?
I got a Vietnamese band.
Is that right?
No.
Do
I have a Vietnamese band?
Don't you have a bunch of Viet Cong who ice skate through your show?
Viet Cong on skates.
Merv told you to do it?
I never met Merv. That question's been asked and answered.
I see here that Lorne Michaels is getting married. Did you see this?
Hey, Lorne Michael, your buddy, Dice.
Yeah, well, I got nothing with Lorne.
I don't like him.
Who, you know his assistant, Alice Barry?
No, I want to know why you don't like Lorne. I mean, you always ask me this, that.
All right, I'll
that.
tell you then. I was at NBC for several years, and I had requested a audition.